Alright, y'all, so it's raining. Just came out of a meeting and I have a while before I have to do anything else, so I decided to just relax. I'm not too far from where I have to go next anyway. But I wanted to get on here to let y'all know that things got a little, not with me, but things got a little hasty. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. And I'm not the type of person who enjoys talking about bad things, but it was just it kind of sucked for the person who was on the receiving end a little bit, but they didn't really take it too personal. But I'm sharing this with you guys because it's more funny than it is bad, or I don't know. I'll explain it to you and then you guys can draw your own conclusion. So basically what happened was, I came out of my meeting, came to my car, and there was a young lady walking behind me. And she, I guess she was in a hurry, so I let her, I kind of moved over and let her go. And she was just going to her car. Her car was directly, well, I wouldn't say directly behind me, but they're I'm in a row of cars, and then they have the walkway, and then her car is back there in the parking lot for all these buildings. So she's back there, and if you know me, I get in my car and I kind of if I don't have anybody else in the car, I always get myself situated. So I like to put everything in a spot in the car. Apparently I take long to drive off because almost every other time that I've driven somebody else and I'm getting in the car with them, they're looking at me like I'm just doing the most. But whatever, I'm one of those type of people that like to kind of get situated before I start to drive. I gotta get my playlist right. I just gotta get right. And most of the time, especially driving in Florida, I have sensitive eyes. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. They're just sensitive. They work perfectly fine. But I have sensitive eyes, so I like to put on my sunglasses. So if you see me riding with sunglasses, I'm not trying to be bougie. I'm just trying to cover my eyes because, yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's eyes be getting the sun in them, but for me, it's just I don't want to deal with that. I can just be healthier. And I think it's bad for your eyes. If you feel don't try to push through it. If the sun is glaring in your eye, don't try to be a super hero or whatever. Put on some sunglasses, put your little thing down, whatever. But anyway, so I was just kind of sitting here, getting squared away, putting my stuff back in the car how I like it, whatever. And the car next to me pulled out to go wherever they were gonna go. And the car behind me, of the girl who was walking behind me, all of a sudden, in mid, I was gonna say something, but it was gonna come off some type of way. But as the car was pulling back, the girl whose car is behind me, she hops out the car. She's like, yo, you better not. I don't know if she said, you better not hit my car, or you hit my car. I don't know exactly what happened, because I'm in a blind spot compared to exactly what happened. I just know that this car pulled out, and almost instantaneously, the girl in the car back there just hopped out. And from the way it looked, maybe she was close to her car, or she tapped it. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know, because it doesn't seem like she was back that far. But again, I can't see for sure if she hit it, or if she was even close enough to hitting it. Maybe because she pulled back. I don't know. But I know she pulled back. And to me, it didn't seem like she went and was close enough to hit her car. But the girl hopped out the car and she's like, you I don't know what she said. She said something you, and then it got all mushed up, and then she was like something about hitting her car, and you're not paying attention, you only look one way, yada yada yada. Like, she's getting on, she's hopping out the car, and she walks up to the other car who was just over here, and then yelling, yeah, like in her face, and I'm just like, okay, like I didn't really know what to do. It didn't seem like she was gonna like hurt her. It just seemed like she wanted to make a big fuss out of it. So I guess the girl was like, oh, sorry, you know, just trying to, like, not have a big thing out of it. And then she was like, oh, whatever, yeah, oh, sorry, woo, you need to pay attention. Like, she's just, like, not accepting this girl trying to make things a little bit better. So then she's, like, hooping and hollering. I guess somebody over here said something like, is everything okay? Or I don't know. I didn't hear anybody say anything, but I know she got in her car. The girl behind me got in her car, and then this car pulled back into the parking spot right next to me, and that other girl, I know I'm all over the place, but that other girl got in her car, and then she started to back out, and I'm looking because like the way that she backed out, like she was like irked. So she was like backing out with a purpose. And I'm like, okay, I understand you're mad at her, but the way the parking spots are lined up, if you try to pull what you feel like she pulled on you, you're gonna hit my car. So I'm looking like, please don't let her do it, because just please, like, no, like, I'm very particular about my car, and I had nothing to do with this. I'm an innocent bystander, whatever. So she pulls back, but I don't think she hit anything. She just was like irked. So I'm thinking somebody said something, or maybe somebody looked at her or shook their head or whatever, because she pulls out in the middle of like where all the cars go. She pulls out. She parks there. She parks there. Well, like, I don't know what she did. She pulled out. I guess she had to park. Got out the car again and is yelling at somebody that way, like, she don't know what she doing, yada yada, no, I'm not okay. So I'm thinking that, like, maybe somebody was like, are you okay? And meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, and then the girl, she's like looking like, shaking her head, because she's like, this girl's really going like all over the place, and she's just shaking her head, and I just kind of like look, because you know, like, when people are in those type of situations, sometimes they don't want people like, they're already embarrassed because they already know that everybody sees them, whether they're the person acting up or the person being acted up on. Everybody's looking at both of you, so it's just like awkward. So I didn't really want to like look at her like, oh girl, yeah, I see you going through this right now, dang, ain't that embarrassing? Like, I didn't want to be like that type of person. So I'm kind of like, and then like somehow we like locked eyes, and she kind of was like, I saw that she was like shaking her head and laughing, so I kind of looked like I kind of gave her that like, sorry, like, oh god, like, you know, like a empathizing look, like, oh, sorry about that. Like, so anyway, the girl's still back there screaming, hooping and hollering, and then she gets in the car, and I think she gets out again and yells at this girl again, and then yells whoever, I couldn't see who's over there, but yelling, and I'm just like, wait, I'm just like, yo, like, I'm trying to stay out of it, but I'm just like, again, you know, I know you irked and you pulling out all fast, but just don't hit my car, okay? You can do whatever you want, just don't hit my car, and don't cause an even bigger scene than you're already causing. So she's doing it. The girl next to me, she doesn't seem like she's phased. She's just like, oh my gosh, whatever. So then that girl leaves, and then this girl pulls out, and we give each other another little look, and I'm just like, crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's funny, but like, because it's kind of, to me, it's kind of like sad, because unfortunately the young lady who was yelling looked, you know, like me, and like the building that I was in, she just came out, because like, okay, I'm not trying to be, okay, I don't know if I should say this, because like, I don't want her coming after me, but something good just happened to her. You know, like, she just got another job. I'm gonna just put it like that. She just got another job because, like, the place that I went into, there's, like, all these different, like, suites, like, different, like, rooms or offices. So she was coming out, and I heard her, like, you know, I ain't newsy, but she said it as she was walking by, like, talking to her friend, like, oh, she got the job or whatever. So I was like, cool. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, good, like, you know, whatever. So she just got a job, and now you're right in front of where you just got a job from, acting a fool. Hopefully nobody in there saw you acting a fool. Like, you're literally in front of, like, even if you're not working here, you're literally in front of your workplace, so to speak, or people who, like, I don't know how that works, but anyway, yeah, like, she was just talking about, like, that she had just got a job. So I'm like, okay, good, like, that's, you know, that's good to hear. I always like to hear people getting jobs, and, like, I didn't hear the whole thing, but, like, whatever it would have been, she was very excited about it. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm just like, something amazing just happened to you. Why are you, like, one little thing happens and you're ready to fight? That's why I'm like, I was confused. But so in that respect, it's kind of sad, but on the other end, it was just kind of like, I would say it was more like surprising. Like, you know how, like, things are so surprising or so, like, off the wall. Like, I'm explaining it, but I feel like I'm not giving it justice. It's just like, imagine somebody just, like, doing things that they should not be getting out of the car from, and just hopping out the car and acting a fool, and then getting in and driving back and hopping out the car. I'm like, I don't know, because, like, with the speed that she pulled back and then hopped out the car, that's what I'm like, I don't even know if she put the car in park before she hopped out the car. Like, I don't know. So, I don't know. I just don't know. But that happened, and again, like I said, it was a little bit, like, sad and embarrassing because she was a woman of color, and she was a beautiful lady. Like, don't get me wrong, she was a woman of color, and the girl next to me who pulled out and was trying to, like, you know, like, make everything cool, even though, like, like I said, from my point of view, it didn't look like she hit her or she was close to her, or she didn't pull out fat. Like, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, even when I look back. But like I said, I can't see, like, exactly, but we're pretty spaced out from where we're parked and from where she was parked to where it didn't look like this car went back that far to reach her car. So I don't know. I just don't know. But that's just my point of view, whatever. Maybe she thought she was going to, because she, like, maybe she was looking at her and she saw that she wasn't looking. I don't know. But, like I said, it is sad, because it does, not only does it make us look bad, but it just shows that still a lot of people are still behaving that way. So with that being said, I don't even know why I'm sharing this. I'm just kind of like, you know, give people the benefit. I guess why I'm sharing this is give people the benefit of a doubt, you know. Give people the benefit of the doubt, number one. And then number two, don't come out of character for anybody. Just don't. Like, even if the girl was wrong, like I said, I didn't see the whole picture. I don't know exactly what happened. But don't come out of character for nobody, especially, like, you just got a job. Don't, you know, like I said, I hope that nobody saw her. Like, you know, it may have just been a weak moment, but just don't do that. Now, there's a difference. Like, you know, if someone is, like, disrespectful, you know, you can stand up for yourself and be very stern and respectful. There's a way to be stern and respectful. Like, for example, had she hit my car, then I would have had to sternly get out of the car and have a conversation with her. I don't know how well that would have been, but there would have had to be a conversation. If there were damages, those would have had to be paid. Like, I don't play that. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. But like, I just feel like there's a way to do everything, and especially in the climate that we're in right now, it's just not, like, never, no matter what color you are, but especially because she was a woman of color, don't do that. Because now everybody's looking, not everybody, but now more people are either starting to look at us a certain way or continuing to look at us some way. Like, and that sucks. And we all know that there are, you know, there's different types of people in all races and all backgrounds. We know that. Like, the people who watch me, you guys seem like you guys know that. But there are people who don't, and you don't want to be that representation of why. You don't want to be that representation that causes trouble. Like, even just, you know, thinking about the whole job thing. Like, you just got a job. Like, be happy, because there's people who don't get a job because of the color of their skin. Or there's people who get a job and they get underpaid because of the color of the skin, or because of their gender, or because of, you know, so many other things. Like, be grateful for that, but don't mess it up for somebody else, because you acting like that is like further ingraining that of, see, look, she had something good just happened to her, and they're still acting a fool. That's how all they are. Because, like, where I'm at, when I went in that building, all the little suites, like, from the ones that I can look in, like, before I got to where I had to go, those were, you know, I'm just gonna be real, most of the people there were Caucasian. I saw a few different races in there. Like, you know, I don't care. I grew up with all type of people. But what I'm saying is, if majority of the people in that building were Caucasian, and, you know, there were so many different types of businesses there, if the majority of people in that building were Caucasian, this is only, I don't know if this is the same building or one building over from where we both parked. So what do you think most likely is in majority of these buildings? Probably Caucasians. Probably people who run businesses similar to the ones over there. Why? What if I, you know, was a white woman and I overheard you saying all this good stuff about getting a new job and being happy, and then not even, when I tell you, it took us, like, from the time that, you know, I heard her say that, maybe like a minute and a half for you to just switch. So, yeah, like I said, it's not funny, and I know some people might, like, I might get a little, like, flack for even talking about it, because it's like, oh, why would you talk about it? Why would you shed light on yada yada yada? Because I just hope that people, and, you know, if that girl watches this, I don't know, I don't think she will watch my videos, because I don't know. But if that girl watches this, I'm not, or if anybody watches this and feels like, oh, I'm, like, bringing down, so I don't know, you know, people be thinking all kind of stuff when that ain't what you're trying to do. Yeah, no hard feelings, but it's just, it's confusing to me, and I'm black. It's confusing to me, and I know that that's not all she is. That's not all that she's capable of. Like, you know, I'm not gonna keep going into everything, but like I said, what I heard when she walked by, clearly she knows how to conduct herself. Clearly she's a very smart woman. So why does all of that change as soon as somebody makes you mad? So that's just my 2 cents. I just want to keep in mind for everybody, just be mindful of who you're representing, not just black people. I just identify with it because I'm black, and the lady that I'm talking about happens to be black. But everybody's representing everybody, or somebody. Everybody's representing somebody. So be mindful of that. You know, we say that we want to change. Be mindful of who you're representing. If, you know, I'm trying not to ramble, but I just feel like if it was like some, like, you know, just think about all of the things that we want change for. You know, even just take the whole race out of the equation. You know, the whole female thing. Like, we don't want people trying to play us and think that, oh, we're not like all here mentally and we're too emotional and all that, and we want our due diligence because we are also very intelligent, so we should be in positions that require you to be intelligent as well. And that is another thing. Like, okay, you're a woman too, so then, you know, your future boss or your future business partner, whatever it is that you want to be in, or whatever it is you're after, whatever it is you're passionate about, like, could be here, and they go, oh, guess not. Or you have somebody who's already, like, feeling that way, like, oh, women are always so catty, or women are always like this and always like that, and then they see you acting a fool. And they're like, see? So, again, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know what you guys think. Like, am I being too, like, judgmental, or am I requiring too much? Like, you know, I know a lot of people say, like, it's not my job to be a role model and all of that, but everything that we do affects us. I mean, of course, affects us and affects other people that are similar to us. So we do need to be mindful. I understand that there's a lot of people who just think about self, but it does come back to affect you. So that's all I have to say on the situation. Thank you guys for listening to me. I know I kind of went on a rant, and like I said in the beginning, I was like, oh, it was kind of funny. Like I said, I'm not the type of person that thinks, like, you know, bad things are funny, but I, like, when I say funny, I mean, like, surprising, like, you know, like, where you start laughing, like, oh my gosh, like, that type of thing. So, again, let me know you guys' thoughts. Let me know if I'm missing something. Let me know if you agree. Yeah, I want to start a discussion on this, because I feel like this happens a lot. So, and again, for the girl, this happened, like, this isn't the first time that this has happened, so don't mean to single you out. It's just I had time to talk about it today. So again, thank you guys, love you guys. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.